This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Easily could be one of the funniest movies of the season, Heather B. You just heard a clip from a movie called Almost Christmas in theaters Friday, November the 11th.
Right.
Yeah. Now.
And he said, no, you know what? I won't stop you, brother.
Coach JB, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I won't stop you, brother, but you said could be. And the word could be.
You saw that, right?
I don't know about you guys.
There's a slight doubt in that.
There's a slight doubt in the word could be.
I haven't seen the movie, JB. That's the only reason why I say it. But
It will be.
And the reason why I say could be one of the funniest Christmas movies of all time. Let me qualify it like that first.
There we go.
Number one,
There we go.
all my friends are in it. Okay, Romany Malco, who I've known since he was spitting fire as the college boys, as an MC, as a rapper. All right? Still spitting fire, right? Yeah, and then he's gotten into the Hollywood, and he just transcended all barriers. They didn't know if he was white or black. They just knew he was talented. You
gotta see him. He's more visual.
Okay.
You gotta see him.
We got Omar Epps, iconic figure out of the culture of hip-hop, has been a part of some of the biggest movies hip-hop has ever seen. Crossover, too. He started getting white money. Look at him now, man. Look at what's happening. Beautiful thing, man. JB Smoove had me over for dinner not too long ago. 4 courses, right? Remember that?
And I'll let you bring your Tupperware. I didn't stop you. I didn't stop you. I didn't say no aluminum foil in my house. I didn't say nothing like that.
You didn't
just
say
wrap
that?
up food and take it with you.
And look at him now, JB, best dressed man in Hollywood.
Hey,
Man.
the fashion world better stop playing around.
They don't never give you that quality. Make this room vanilla. Do it right now.
I'll do it right now. I'll make it right now. I'll do it right now.
Make the room vanilla.
I make everybody in here holding a damn vanilla dog. I don't play.
There it is,
I don't
man.
play.
And
A
then
little puppy. You know what I mean?
And then one of the most celebrated people. I won't even just put him in a box. Not just an actor. Also an activist. Also a director. Of course he's an actor, but some of my favorite series, Lethal Weapon, Predator, all of these things we grew up watching. And I think for me, growing up where I grew up, we always had his picture. You know, you always have pictures in the classrooms of people who come from where you come from and the success they made. I went to Manzanita Elementary in Oakland, California. Come on, you know where I'm going with this, Danny. Okay. Oakland High, transferred to Merritt. Yeah, okay, you know where I'm going with this. Went to Merritt College. Yeah. And then transferred to San Francisco State and took some courses over there, too. And he's from where I'm from, and he helped me believe I can do what I do. Okay, and I'm honored to have him on my show, the one and only iconic Danny Glover. Honored to do what I do. How you doing, Danny, man? I'm sorry, fellas. I talked to
No, you hey, look here, man. You know, I'm just flashing back and everything,
yes,
you know.
Absolutely.
You know, because our stories coincide, you know, different generations.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some of the same memory, some of the same places, the same station, the same everything, you know.
You already know what it is.
I know what it is,
you already know what it is.
So you said Merritt College?
Yeah.
Oakland High.
Come on, baby.
Oakland High.
Come on,
Oh,
man. This is
man.
my brother right here, Heather B. I don't even have an interview. I'm just happy I'm in the room with him.
Oh, man.
Are you a Warriors fan?
Yeah. You gotta be, man.
You gotta talk to
you
her.
Know, you gotta be. You. Hey, look here, man. I was at. I know where I was when they won the first one in '75.
Oh,
wow. You know, I was at the Greek Theater on UCLA, and somebody was playing, and all you could see was that cloud, or you know what?
Yes.
You know what? I was at when they won that first one in '75.
Yeah,
man.
So that's a big deal for us, Heather.
Okay.
You a Raiders fan too, Danny?
I got the 49ers, man. I've been the 49ers, man.
Okay.
Even though the Raiders they doing.
Yeah, don't get on the bandwagon too late.
I know. But I'm on the bandwagon with Cap now.
Okay, you got
I got Cap as my man.
Yeah,
you know.
And Cap, he shook the world up.
Hey, Cap is my man, man.
Right. What you think about him? What you think about him taking that knee? Doing
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought he did the right thing. You can't. You can use the platform, and I've watched. I come in a generation where there was a man named Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
Who took a stand? Who was at his side when he took that stand? Jim Brown, Bill Russell, and Abdul Karim Jabbar. The three of the greatest athletes of their moment and ever in history of their respective sport took the stand and said, "We with you right here," you know. And all of them were with Cap when he did what he did. You know, we have to have a space. We have to create the space. We have to forge our way into the space. All brothers who use that moment that they have, and sisters use that moment. Beyonce there she is at the Super Bowl. Everything, and not intimidated by it, and say, okay, here I am. This is what my life is about. I'm somewhere else right now. But that doesn't take away where I came from and what's important for me. And they make a decision what's important in the world and whose side they're on in the world. And that's what I love. That's
what's up, man. Danny Glover is here, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, that's
a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Omar Epps is here, man. Look at this. Let's look at this group of individuals for one film.
Yeah.
Monique came by the show.
Okay.
Queen of comedy.
And
put it on a platter. Put it on a plate.
I've never seen Monique get so adamant about a moment she shared. And she talked about this moment she shared on the set with Danny Glover and a scene that they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what she had to say.
To be able to work with a living legend and an icon named Danny Glover, it was so beautiful to sit in a scene with this man and watch him work without moving his mouth, without saying any words. So if you are a Danny Glover fan, I'm telling you, you will see him in a way that we've never seen him on any films before. And there was one scene that I don't want to go all the way into it, but it was just he and I. And before the scene, we were having a conversation. So we were already there. So when Mr. Talbot says action, now we got to do this scene. Well, when he said cut, we were so full that we had to hold each other and cry. But everyone is amazing. Gabrielle, Omar, JB, Kimberly, Jesse, just everybody was so in it.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Powerful.
Hey, you got
I know
Kimberly Elise. You got Gabrielle Union. You got Jesse Usher. You got the young boy DC Young Fly. You got JB Smoove Romany Malco. Danny Glover, myself. It's Nicole Ari Parker.
Nicole.
We had so much fun doing this film and it was all organic. You know, we mostly we know each other through the years, but we never. Some of us have worked together. But this film is about family. It's about love. It's about it's the first Christmas dinner after the loss of the matriarch of the family. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And so, and a lot of people could relate to that. And when it comes to holidays, there's certain things happening. You're working through that grief and that pain, but we are functionally dysfunctional family. So you got auntie such and such and crazy cousin such and such. And so you have a comedic take on it, so much joy and fun and hijinks, but they come back around together as one. And bonded as family, as love,
Yeah, man.
It's a real dope flick.
Yeah, damn, man. You just sold the hell out of that
movie. We got takers.
Man. What, Romany, for you, man, I got a chance to just watch but all of your careers pretty much. But, we met in a whole different realm, man. But to be now, for where are you, like, mentally right now, of all you've accomplished in the land with Danny Glover?
Man, it's weird. I'm like, it's funny. I know the scene that Monique was talking about.
Okay, what scene was that?
And a few of us cried. Exactly. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to leave that alone, but I'm going to just say that.
People was on the set crying.
I've now had the blessing of being able to work with a few living legends. Danny Glover.
Okay.
Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman, Michael Douglas, Kevin Kline. And I'll tell you what I've learned from that. The common denominator, because Danny and I had plenty of time to talk and kick it. And the thing that my takeaway is, and it's where I am now, I'm just grateful because every last one of these gentlemen who are extremely talented, extremely accomplished, are still extremely humble and grateful And so that's genuinely what I feel right now. This just sitting here next to you, in between all these gentlemen, Omar, JB, Heather B, right?
B,
you know what I'm saying?
She's a legend too, Danny.
Exactly, Danny Glover. It's like, really, I feel extremely grateful. It feels like a privilege. You know?
Wow, JB, man, you always so well dressed, man. Every time he comes to the show, I feel underdressed. You know, but you've had to, like, from a comedian to an actor, now a serious actor. You know, you could be a comedian that acts, and people won't give you.
And R&B singer. His mixtape is about to drop.
The R&B singer.
Yeah, about that.
Talk about that.
You know what? We the process for me has always been, as comedians, we take tragedy, we take the take on the world, we reprocess it, and we give it back to you in this manageable form. We are the next level after the real news to take it and take a little sting off it. And the great thing about this movie, including working with some amazing actors and actresses, we had a bond, we had a real connection. When we sat at that table, 12 deep maybe, 12 deep around a table. Yeah. Not only does that take acting, to another level, because even when you don't have lines, you have to be in the moment, in the scene. Your mannerisms, everything you're doing is a part of that shot. Yeah. And you really have to be connected with the director, with the other actors, and have respect for each other. Because when someone has lines, you got to be in tune to what you are doing in that scene. Yeah. So the whole scene works. And to get the opportunity to take that take, David Talbot gave me a little leeway, a little rope. He said, BJB, take this character, Lonnie, and make him your own. But at the same time, realize where Lonnie is at in his relationship. How the family sees his character. He's a guy that's supposed to be taking advantage of their sister, what I mean? Who doesn't have anything going on, but he has pride in himself, And this movie has a wonderful balance. You're going to cry, you're going to laugh, it's going to be drama, it's going to be moments that are going to remind you of your own family. Because when everybody gets together, it hits the fan sometimes.
It hits the fan, right? Yeah. Man, we got them all here, man. JB is here, Danny Glover is here, we got Romany is here, also Omar Epps is here. 888-742-3345. I'm going to go to the phone lines. Let's take them to Detroit. If you want to talk with them, call us now. We got Chuck online. Chuck, what up, baby?
What's poppin'?
What's up, Sway? What's up, Heather? What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, man? Go ahead, man. You got these legends up in here. Go ahead, man. Make it. Don't embarrass me with the question. Go ahead.
I just want to say, JB, I was just watching that episode of Black Dynamite last night with that bastard Curtis. You had me dying laughing with that, bro. You crazy as hell. Danny Glover. Danny Glover in the studio, that is epic, Sway. That is a beautiful thing. Danny Glover, actually, I spit out here. I'm a local spitter, and Danny Glover inspired my line. I say, shitting on these niggas got them stuck. Just call me Danny Glover, in reference to the funeral movie. When he had
Death at the Funeral.
Okay, I thought it was,
I
thought you could have came with a better line than that, but if you go throw on Danny, like Danny Glover's here, shitting on these niggas, like, really? Okay, all right. But, hey, man, look, man.
Hey, man. Happy Halloween, bro. Happy Halloween, dude.
Well, why you think you could have color purple?
Yeah, I got rid of him. Sorry. Danny, I'm sorry. We're going to try to find better. Try to find a better lyric for your name.
Hey, screen him. You just said don't embarrass me. You said that first.
Yeah, I did say that, JB.
He must be on delay. He must be like a 5-second delay. He didn't hear you.
Yeah, he didn't hear me, man. I got rid of him. LaQuinta's on the line from Florida. What up, LaQuinta?
LaQuinta.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. So, I just want to say I'm really excited about seeing the movie. I was dragging going to work this morning. It's Halloween, no. But then I started hearing Danny Glover's voice, and my whole little life just changed. Because I was just watching Lethal Weapon last night, and then y'all got my dude Romney on there. So
What up, LaQuinta?
This morning. Love all of y'all. All of y'all are I was about to cuss, in a movie together. Love them best. Shout out Omar. Love it. So I'm really excited to see Monique back on the big screen. Because she's been I'm glad I listened to the interview, didn't get a chance to call in, but I'm so glad that she's actually getting back out there. Missed her so much. There's so many faces in this movie just looking at it while I'm driving. I can't wait to see all of y'all on the big screen. I'm going to have to watch it twice, once with the girls, once with my guy. So, yes, I can't wait.
Right.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, man. Okay, we got Deluxe in San Antonio. What up, Deluxe?
What's going on, fellas and ladies?
What up?
Good luck, Deluxe. Go for it, man.
Well, I just tuned in. It's actually Deluxe, like last name Lucky.
All right, Deluxe.
But yeah, I want to ask Danny Glover what he thought about the new Lethal Weapon series with Damon Wayans and all that.
Well, I hadn't seen the series at all, but I mean, those are two talented actors, and I just hope they just hit it. You know, man, they're gonna do something else and bring something that Mel and I didn't bring to it, and if it keeps them going, if it does something, if it's successful, which I want it to be successful, you know, for them, you know. It shows how they took something that had already been done and everyone had been familiar with it and made it their own. You know,
there's nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with that at all, man.
We had the President Barack Obama, call into the show on Friday and talk about the importance of voting. And it's so, just with having all men here, you hear a lot of men say they're not voting. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter. If anybody can speak on it, you know, in any order real quick. Omar, I see you shaking your head.
Yeah, you got to get out there and vote, man. This is an election that is way too important for people to just feel like that's how your voice is heard. It's heard at the ballot. You know what I mean? And people you got to take this seriously. Like everybody can say what they want about Trump and all of this, but if you don't vote, then you shouldn't have an opinion. You ain't do nothing. And I thought that President Obama had like the quote of the year. Like when this was all first going on, he said, "Don't get mad, vote." And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what it comes down to.
You know, it's so critical. And we think about the history around voting. The suppression of voting, the voter suppression, and everything that's happening. The history of just black people, you know, where the people, you know, who have in their heart they want to vote. At one point in time, imagine after Reconstruction or after the end of the Civil War, emancipation, everything, and W.B. Du Bois does so brilliantly when he writes about it in The Souls of Black Folks. If you haven't read The Souls of Black Folks, it's made 1903. It was published. If you read The Souls of Black Folks, read it, and you get a sense of where black people were at as they use every tool they can, every tool possible in order to uplift themselves, forming businesses, voting, electing officials, all this stuff. Take that and say, look here. What am I sitting on my butt about? You know, I got to get out there and do that just in celebration of them, just in commemoration of them. And all the battles, the battles, young students, SNCC, CORE, all of them went down in Mississippi down 1964, Voter Rights Act, all those things. You cannot say that, not just for African Americans, but for all Americans. The idea of voting is essential. But it doesn't stop there. It's what we do after the election. We have to do after it. We have to keep the heat on. We have to get the pressure on. We're talking about mass incarceration. We have to keep the pressure on that after the election. We have to talk about what's happening to our young black men and young black women in their schools, education, healthcare. We have to intensify. We have to use the vote as a platform to do all the other things. And I think that's what President Obama was talking about. Yeah. Voting's the first step. But we gotta do what we need to do to make them do what they need to do to correct the situation.
Danny Glover.
God, yo, I hate to be the dude to try to talk after Danny. You know what I'm saying? That's like,
really,
you know.
Go for it.
But I just want to say that, and you know, we tend to reduce voting, and I mean it when I say reduce. Thank you, Omar. We tend to reduce voting to voting for, you know, a presidential for president, but there are so many other things on that ballot that are extremely relative and that pertain. Thank you, getting the thumbs up from the G right now.
Good.
But there's so many things that are relevant to just the way in which we deal with drugs and the way in which education funding for education is distributed, and there's things that affect you locally. Those are the things, honestly speaking, that matter most to me. I'll keep it real. I sincerely believe that Donald Trump is a decoy to manufacture consent for Hillary's fixed election. That's my personal opinion. Okay. But regardless of that, there's so much more that is extremely pertinent, and that's why your vote actually matters. And now that I said that, I got to take my behind down to the polls.
You know what? I got to speak after him. I'm going to be afraid to speak after Shoot, man.
He took that layer. He took it down a layer right there. A whole nother layer. Well, we're here to talk about the movie Almost Christmas, and make sure you guys go out and support the movie. JB is always great. Thank you for having me on your show, man. I get stopped by so many people on the streets for doing that dinner with you guys.
Man,
Thank you
show,
very
man.
much.
I appreciate you coming too, man, and for having us, man. This is fabulous.
Oh,
and you are exactly right. Vote, get out there and vote. People lost their lives to have us have the opportunity to vote. So we have to do we have to do something substantial so the next generation can look back on this time and say, wow, another sacrifice was made so I can have a better life.
There you go, man. Omar, thank you, man. You know you family. Omar's family, man. You come over eat chicken anytime, man. Omar Epps, man. I say that I be stunting. I say I know Omar, man. I get that's a stunt button now. Omar Epps, man.
Went to FAMU with Omar, dude. It was like it was so nice to be in this brother's shadow. Walk into a stadium and they got like a standing ovation because Will Packer said Omar Epps. That was crazy. It was beautiful.
It was all love. We had fun down there at FAMU, man. But it's always love to see y'all, man.
Absolutely, man. All you guys, man. And Danny Glover, I have to say it, man. You officially a citizen.
That's way in the morning.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, man.
Thank you, baby. Thank you,
baby.
Hey, call me to come on anytime.
Okay.
If I've been to anytime,
Absolutely.
golly. All right, baby.
Man, that's home soil right there, HB. Sway and Danny Glover finally made it happen. I'm good, man.
I'm gonna hear about Oakland for the rest of the week.
Okay, you go hear about Oakland. Matter of fact, what I want to do, we spoke with the president this Friday. He called in the show and he talked about some really important issues, including voting. He also gave us his NBA pick for the.
Wait, can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
Are the people hearing what just happened? Like, you like super studied. So crazy. The president called in. That's my man. You know what I'm saying?
He called in like everybody else. He called in.
What he do? That's how Sway got it, though.
That's a tribute to where you at, man. That's dope, bro.
He knew I threw out Danny Glover's name. He didn't hesitate. But we're going to play back that interview in just a few moments. And don't forget to support the movie November 11th, Almost Christmas, okay? Great movie. Gentlemen, thank you for coming by.
All right. For having us. You saw the pics on Instagram. That's right.
You saw that?
Yeah. Come on, son.
Sway in the morning.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.